and I actually employed. I've told motorists that they should please always check your vehicles before you step out of your house. I mean, we have a lot of issues here about motorists who come out. They don't check their vehicles, and those are the things that actually cause a lot of impediment on the road.
On the road?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, then. So most of the areas are still very quiet this morning, right?
Very quiet.
All right. Those heading to the island is good?
Yeah.
And the Third Milan Bridge is good?
Third Milan Bridge is very much appreciable at this time.
And Eco Bridge too is also good too?
Yes, very good.
That sounds pretty nice.
Sending CMS Bridge to connect CMS, very much
All
good.
those corridors looking good. Lagos Abeokuta Expressway, any news from there too?
I got a report, that was within Dokpemu area, not really Lagos Abeokuta Expressway.
Okay.
But at that time, it was very much appreciable.
All right. What of Lagos Ibadan Expressway?
My area, I've not gotten any reports.
It's fine. It's fine. I came through there, through the express, and it was a smooth ride.
Okay.
Then.
Thankfully.
All right. So that will give us some time to have a good conversation. And today, we're looking at something which is very, very topical.
Okay.
We're trying to see how we can navigate the new U.S. Visa landscape, right? There's a new visa policy in town by the U.S. Government. And that is also something that we need to let Nigerians know how they can navigate it and really, really understand it in the most appropriate way. So I'll be speaking to an immigration consultant who will be connecting with us this morning.
It will be an interesting conversation because a lot of people who still have the jackpot mind would want to know how to navigate around the new policy by the U.S. government. So it certainly will be an interesting conversation. I would love to learn.
It should be. So those who, part of the new deal now is that it's a one single entry, 3 months.
Yes.
Okay.
At first request, right? So that means a whole lot of things will be altered, but including I hear that your social media profiles
will be
also be monitored.
Yes.
Being scrutinized as well.
That's interesting, actually. So those who have content won't go and recheck it and revalidate it. I like that part. Actually,
we've been talking about social media control, and it's been controversial. Government should ban government. This one now, you'll be the one to control what you're posting yourself. You don't need any government skinning because you have the intention of traveling, and you don't want that to be an issue.
When you want to be in the good hands, right?
Good book.
Good book, yes.
Okay. Mike, right?
Yeah, he's here. Somewhere hanging around.
Yeah. Okay, then. So we're going to be reflecting on that during the course of the program. And, of course, we'll be connecting with you as you drive along, too. We'll be letting you in on how you can navigate. But do not hesitate to connect with our guests this one if you have any, mind-boggling questions that relates to the visa policy. Apart from that, I hear the green card is still very much on, so there's a way they can do it. Well, my guests will be shedding light on all of that.
Okay, certainly. We'll be here to listen to the conversation and make good use of it.
That's right.
Well, all that and more on Top Time this great Saturday morning. Stay here with us.
This message is brought to you by Mike Frost at Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM.
Obey the rules and regulations of the road for your own safety. Know the drive lights say you get extra life for house. If you go, you don't go be that. But people know for see you again be that. Why you follow one way when you're day on call? And you know say you don't drink beer before. Save your life, take them easy. Obey traffic laws. Know the rules, follow the rules. And the rules to protect you. Know the rules, follow the rules.
What should we talk about? That we came in to play chess. We saw your thievery and stealing and looting.
It's a healthy chat.
If we talk about corporate social responsibilities, we should talk about it in relative terms.
A healthy dialogue for a relaxed atmosphere.
At a time like this one, the country is passing through very serious security challenges. We feel all hands must be on deck.
The purpose of the bill is to provide an economic and safety oversight regime for the regulated transport sector.
It's Talk Time on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Talk Time brings you current happenings in the social, political, and economic arena in the country, exploring the noble, ignoble, and incredible maneuverings behind these stories. Talk Time takes you on a ride with interesting personalities across various spheres of influence. Join the conversation every Saturday by 8 a.m. to have your say on these issues. The program is intermittently spiced up with traffic updates to ensure a smooth ride across the city. Let's talk on Talk Time, Saturdays by 8 a.m. on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Talk Time. The conversation has just begun.
Please listen to this announcement. The Lagos State Christian Pilgrims Welfare Board wishes to inform the general public that sales of forms for the year 2025 pilgrimage exercise have commenced. Registration forms can be obtained from the main office 22/23 Oba Kinjobi Way, Old Secretariat Ikeja GRA, Office Annex, Chapel of Christ the Light, 1 CIPM Road, Central Business District, Alausa, Ikeja, Lagos. Registration fee 20,000 naira only. Pilgrimage fee 3.2 million. Initial deposit. Intending pilgrims for April-May Easter pilgrimage are implored to complete their payments and submit their forms at our offices. Equally, intending pilgrims for the November-December general pilgrimage are implored to contact us today to reserve a spot and be a part of our transformative journey to the Holy Lands. For further inquiries, please call 0818-177-5125 or 0708-851-7588. Do not miss these opportunities to explore the sacred sites of Israel, discover the ancient wonders of Jordan, and enjoy a spiritual journey of a lifetime. Announcer Dr. Bolabo Omoni Okudero, Board Secretary, Lagos State Christian Pilgrims Welfare Board.
Chai, my head, Oga landlord. Why you dey shake like ceiling fan? My village people don't come again, this one with your body hot so. You don't do test? Yes, see result though. Oga landlord, no be your village people. Na malaria, you need Luta. Luta na better medicine. We dey knock down malaria. Oya see am, take am. Hey, thank you, Oga Luta. I don't can't pay.
Luta, brand of Artemata and Lumefantrine, is another quality product from Hovid, marketed by Pharmatex Nigeria Limited. If symptoms persist after 3 days, see your doctor.
Everybody say thanks, Luta. Malaria's in big trouble.
My dear allegations, I am Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, the First Lady and TB champion of Lagos State. Do you know that 18 Nigerians every hour die of TB and that more Lagosians are at risk every day? Tuberculosis spreads from person to person through coughing and sneezing into the air. Your health is a great concern to me. If you have been coughing for more than 2 weeks, having chest pain, tiredness, loss of weight, or night sweat, please visit the nearest health facility for testing and treatment. They are free. If you test positive, start and complete your treatment. Do not discriminate against tuberculosis patients. Let's support and encourage them to access free quality care. You can protect your family and community from the spread of tuberculosis. Go for the screening now and live a healthier life. Join the fight. End tuberculosis in Lagos. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, àjùmọ̀ṣe gbogbo wa ni.
One dial that gets you locked down all day, all time with that traffic report just as and when you want it. With great music and lots more. Lagos Traffic Radio, your driving companion.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. It's a great Saturday morning. We give God the glory for the very, very first Saturday in the month of August, the 8th month of the year. And I can tell you, things are still looking pretty cool out there. Welcome to the month of new beginnings. It's a time for you to reflect on your journey so far. And I can tell you, if it's not really making some sense, as we do put it in local parlance, then you must be ready to reevaluate yourself, sit down and do a 360 degrees turnaround. You're welcome. Victor Oteri is my name. This Saturday, we're going to be talking about something which is very, very trendy, and that has to do with the recent new U.S. Visa policy and how it affects Nigeria. So this morning, we wanted to reflect on how you can navigate that landscape and ensure that you get the best of information as it relates to that. Before then, quickly, let's touch base with the roads and let you in on how you can move from one location to the other. Most of the locations that we're covering still looking pretty cool and calm. If you're heading towards the island, the 3rd Mainland Bridge is still looking very, very good at this time. It's a smooth ride all the way through the bridge, connecting with areas like Adeniji, heading towards Osborne Foreshore. All those corridors looking pretty cool. Route 2, which is the Ikorodu Road, is also receiving with a good vehicular flow at this time. No major worries driving through that corridor. Route 3, which is Lagos Abeokuta Expressway, very good movement is being experienced as we speak right now. Even the narrowed part is also receiving with a good vehicular flow too. Well, I can tell you, Bariga Corridor and Yanowuru, highly appreciable inwards Ilaje, Unilag Waterfront down to Adekunle. Return journey from Adekunle inwards Yanowuru is good too. And I can tell you, Yanowuru inwards Bagada down to Badiru, that's Badru, is looking very, very free presently. And then the return journey from Olamide Bado bus stop back to Bagada is also looking good too. All right, then. So we can tell you no major breakdowns cited this morning. We're letting you in as we get more reports from traffic managers spread across the length and breadth of Lagos. All right, so on Talk Time, we are navigating the new U.S. visa landscape, what Nigerians need to know about the visa policy. And joining me on the phone line this morning, I have an immigration consultant of several years standing and someone who's very keen on ensuring that Nigerians get the best deal as relates to the information that will empower them to take many, many major decisions. And I'm talking about Ms. Oluwaseyi Abegunde, who is an immigration consultant and founder of Unity Uptake LLC. Mr. Oluwaseyi, nice to have you join us. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Nice to be here too.
All right. So you are connected with us, let me say, about 10,000 miles away from where we are. So what state precisely are you located in the United States?
Oh, I'm in Texas.
Texas. Okay. All right. So that's perhaps one of the biggest states that we have in the United States of America. So it's, let me see what the time is in Nigeria. It's about 8:16 Nigerian time. What's your time over there?
2:16 a.m.
All right. So that's, we're just 6 hours ahead of you.
Right.
Okay, so let's jump in on the conversation this morning because we want most of our listeners to really get the best deal as it relates to this new policy. So what major non-immigrant visa policy changes has recently been effected and the ones that is affecting Nigerian travelers? Talk to me.
Right. So I believe a lot of us and everybody's currently talking about the shortened visa validity as well as the entry as well, which was in effect on July 8, 2025.
Okay.
So Nigerian citizens applying for most non-immigrant visas now receive single entry visas valid only for 3 months. Replacing the previous multi-entry, multi-year validity. So prior to 2023 March, most Nigerians would get a validity of 2 years and multiple entry.
Okay.
And after March 2023, it became 5 years, which was good, multiple entry as well. But starting July 8th, the visas issued after that date would then be single entry visas and only valid for 3 months.
For 3 months. So do these new rules, does it apply to those that have been previously issued visas?
Oh, no. So that's actually a good thing. So if you previously had the 5-year multiple entry visas, that would continue until the validity of the visa. So it remains valid under the original terms in which you got the visa, including, the multiple entry privilege. But one thing I would like to note is to, check. I would like you to check, especially if you have the multiple entry visa.
Right.
Make sure you check your I-94. Basically, that is like the record for your entry and exit. So, and your length of stay or the validity of your stay is determined by the U.S. Customs and Border Protection. And I would want you to pay attention to that whenever you are coming into the U.S. so that you know the validity of your stay. But I know that it's still going to be, the 6 months, validity for each entry.
Okay. All right. So let me just digress a bit, because even as we speak right now, there's so much apprehension as to those who are trying to either travel to the United States, either for visit, or perhaps those who are, embarking on some levels of immigration just to have some kind of permanent residency in America. So talk to me, for those of you who are there and those who are there before now or before the new administration, what's it like? What's the mood like? Is there so much apprehension in the United States right now?
Oh, of course. Of course. It's everywhere. I would not say just in the United States. It's everywhere. Like, the apprehension is everywhere. Everyone is, watching their backs, checking, if everything is right with them and all. But, and it's mainly because of, the higher scrutiny that has been placed on the administrative processing, as well as, the document processing. There was an executive order, actually, 14161, that was signed to enhance screening and vetting protocols for all kinds of visas. So everybody has to be, careful. You have to, stay out of trouble, basically, so that you don't, you're not impacted. But one thing I also tell people is to be informed. So you have to be informed about the changes that are happening. But if you are on the right side, you would most likely not be affected.
So Nigerians, are they impacted right now by the enhanced screening and vetting protocols?
Oh, definitely. Everybody is impacted. So even for people applying for permanent residency here, some people would have to be called in for interviews, and a lot of times prior to now, people just apply and they get their green cards. But now, if there is any, there's any reason to get you extra checked, you will be called in for interviews, even for non-family based visas, which is like the most visas that people get called in for interviews for. But now for employment based visas, sometimes people get called in depending on your unique situation.
All right, so let's do some kind of education to our listeners right now. Mr. Begunde, how many types, or perhaps what are the categories of visas that travelers from Nigeria can really get from the United States? Talk to me.
Okay. So I'm going to specifically focus on the EB1A and EB2 NIW visas, which is, a lot of people don't know much about this kind of visa. So we have EB1A, B, C, we have the 2, and we have the 2 NIW, we have 3, 4, 5. So a lot of people don't know much about this kind of visas. EB5 is the investment visas, and that is when you'll be talking about the 800,000 naira investment, dollars. I mean,
right.
investment in the United States, and the 4 and the 3, some specific categories of professionals, but EB1A and EB2NIW specifically has some pros, some advantages to it. And this is basically because you can self-petition, and you don't need a job sponsor. You don't need a job offer. You don't need a sponsor as well.
Okay. So if I want to break it down, so EB means what? Employability based?
Employment based.
Oh, okay.
Employment based visa.
All right.
The first preference is the EB1A, and second preference, national interest waiver, is the EB2NIW.
Okay.
So for EB2, that is the one your employer files for you. So you need a PERM, they call it PERM certification, a labor certification to state that you are really needed and people outside would not be able to do your job. But when you talk about the national interest waiver, it means what you're coming to do in the US is of national interest. So they can waive that part of certification for you. So basically, I don't need a job offer. I'm coming to do something beneficial to the US, and I'm very sure because of my exceptional ability, I'm going to be employable. I'm going to get a job as soon as I come in. So you don't have to go through the process of labor certification. You just have to bank on the impact of the work you're coming to do and how it will benefit the U.S.
Does that include those that are in the securities sector, so to say, those who want to join the U.S. Army, the recruitment for the special operatives and all of that? Does that include that?
So that's actually a different category, because you require, when you come in, then you can then go into the military, because you would have the requirement of having the permanent residency before you can join. But, times without number, things have happened that, they've been able to get people from school, directly from schools without permanent residency. But at this time, there is no program like that. But when you come in based on the EB2NIW visa, you can then, show interest in the military, and you would be able to get a job.
Let's see if we can let's see if we can cover as much as we can, because there are lots of questions pumping in for you already. This one's let's just get back. So, what are the recent changes that have occurred regarding the H-1B visa program? Talk to me.
Yeah, so H-1B is actually, an employment-based visa as well, but it's not an immigrant visa. Is a non-immigrant visa. So what I just talked about right now, they are green card pathway visas. H-1B is not. H-1B is just an employer trying to hire you for a specific number of years, to stay, so you don't get a permanent stay on H-1B, just to kind of give a brief education about that.
All right.
But, right now, and a lot of people do it, maybe I have a business, I just want to bring, somebody in, I can then file for you stating that I need you in the company. So one of the things that changed in January is that they're conducting increased fraud investigations in this category of visas, just ensuring that the beneficiary selection process is just the way it should be. Not just people bringing people in that do not necessarily have the skills that they are being brought in for.
Okay. So it has been...
Yeah, so that would also, impact Nigerians. Like I would say, a lot of people apply under the H-1B category as well.
All right.
Especially the ones that are capped. Yeah.
All right. So are there updates to the U.S. citizenship naturalization? That's the test that is normally carried out for naturalization to be a U.S. citizen.
Yeah, so that's actually a very recent one. It's basically going to revamp the test, so it's not too difficult right now. So he's planning to, the plan is to make it more challenging and improve the content to add U.S. history, civics, and also to make the English proficiency parts broader.
Right.
So those are the things that are currently being implemented on that right
All right,
now.
then Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. This morning, we are navigating the new U.S. visa landscape, what Nigerians need to know, And I have with me on the phone line all the way from Texas this wonderful morning. I have Miss Abegunde Oluwaseyi, and she's the founder of the Unity Optic, also an immigration consultant of several years standing. Very, very shortly, I'd like you to join the conversation as well. But Oluwaseyi, what is happening with the U.S. Birthright Citizenship Program? I mean, for quite a while now, it's been trending in the United States. I think the president was talking about something like revoking it or what. So talk to me. What's happening with that policy?
Yeah, that's actually a very, very interesting one. And everybody, like a lot of, jurisdictions has kind of raised, some, a lot of people are against it.
Okay.
So it has not been fully effective as at today.
Okay.
So it's currently being blocked by multiple federal court injunctions. And one of the most recent one is the nationwide block issued on July 10th, 2025. But there's also another policy that was recently released on how it's going to be implemented. So there are lots of challenges around that right now, but the goal for the current administration is to not extend citizenship to children of non-immigrants or people who are not in status when they are born in the U.S.
Okay, so break it down for us. How does it work before? I mean, before now, if you migrate to America and you have your children there, automatically they become citizens. Is that the way it is?
Yeah, so far your child is born here. If you're just transiting, you're just visiting, you're on tourist visa, the main criteria for getting birthright citizenship is to be born in the U.S. So it has nothing to do with your parents.
Oh.
It has nothing to do with the status of your parents. But at this time, what is being implemented is to use the status of your parents as a means of verification of your right to that citizenship. So your parent has to be in one status or the other, either as an asylee, a refugee, a green card holder, a citizen, while here. And, someone raised a question recently about the fact that some people, when they adjust their status, so there's something we call adjustment of status. At that point, you are trying to change your status from one category to the other. So you probably do not have a clear status at that time. So what if you give birth to your child during that period? What would be your fate? I would say that when you're adjusting status and you have your child, I believe that there would be, some form of consideration for that. But this could also lead to, stateless kids. So a child not born in Nigeria and born here and could not, get citizenship. How do we navigate that? So it's something that we still need to continue to think about.
Okay, that will be for the legal minds. They'll be able to challenge all of that in court.
Exactly.
But at the moment, it's not enforced yet.
It's not fully implemented. So courts that have, the states that have, sent in something to the courts would not have it implemented. But from what I understand, the states that do not have problem with it, it might be implemented. It might be in effect in those states.
All right, but
at this time, it's still, all over the place.
So let's connect that to Nigerians. So how might this shift impact Nigerian immigrants, those that are pursuing U.S. citizenship through the EB1 or perhaps the EB2 route that you talked about earlier on?
Yes, so I believe this is the best time to actually explore those routes right now.
You mean it?
I mean it. Because, you don't have to worry about the short-in validity. You don't have to worry about the bans. it's obvious that there is, tighter scrutiny. There is, the scrutiny is heightened. A lot of different things are going on. But if you have the profile for these kind of visas, it's the best opportunity for you, and I would say is the fastest way to get your green card. If we're talking about the EB, talking about the other categories of EBs, a lot of those still has some other processes that has to be put in place, and most of them do not have visas available immediately. But the EB1A visa is current for most countries, including Nigeria.
Okay.
So if you apply for EB1A and get your approval today, and there's still option for premium processing for this kind of visa as well. So you can submit and get your approval within 15 working days.
So let me...
If you
if you submit on time. All right, so let's educate the listener much more now. So the EB1A, is it the same as the green card?
Is a pathway to green card. So if you get the EB1A is a parent petition for a green card. So if you get an approval for EB1A, you can then apply for a green card.
All right, so let's talk about Nigerians who are already in the United States. So Nigerians already in the United States on a valid visa, what do you think they should be cautious about right now?
Yeah, so, they just have to adapt, to the current situation. They have to stay out of trouble and stay in status as well. Try as much as possible to stay in status. So a lot of people do not have the information available to them to stay in status. What do I mean? So if one of your status is expiring, look for options that are available for you. If you want to go back to school, if you want to go back to, basically go back to school, you can reapply for a school program, change your status to F1. If things change, people come visit and see opportunities, right? That are available for them. And if you still have the 6 months, the 5-year multiple entry visas, you can still try and look for options that are available for you. But what I would say is stay in status. Don't ensure that you don't go out of status, regardless of whatever it is that you do, so that you don't, put yourself out there.
All right. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. I still have with me on the phone line this morning my guest who is shedding light on how you can navigate through the new U.S. visa landscape and all that you need to know this morning. She is an immigration consultant and the founder of Unity Optic, and I'm talking about Miss Oluwaseyi Abegunde. All right, let's get back to the roads before we begin to take your calls this morning. Yes, we did tell you, those of you on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, it's still looking relatively cool and calm. Ikorodu Road is also faring pretty well right now as you drive along. It's a good drive. We've given you the report covering the Yanawuru and Bariga corridor. Apapa Jegule this morning, we have it's a free flow on both lanes. If you're coming in from Ijora Lokpa, connecting the high bridge, the ramp there, linking up with Total, up to RRS, the checkpoint there, all looking pretty good. We understand that the flatbed trucks are being streamlined on one lane from RRS down to Area B. The second lane is looking pretty good for now for other vehicles to navigate in and out of Mobile Road. It's very, very cool and calm at the moment, while we have a slow movement at Boundary Roundabout due to morning rush and, of course, some commercial activities within that particular corridor. We can tell you Marine Beach is also looking pretty good, connecting Ijora Olokpa, moving at a very, very fast pace. I know breakdowns cited within that particular corridor. All right, then, so you can join the conversation this morning, and that will be on 080-99-120-777. That's 080-99-120-777. Or you can try in the studios 091-5387-7127. That's 091-5387-7127. And of course, you'll be on live with my guest on the program. All right. Some messages coming in for you. This one says, good morning, Victor and Oluwaseyi. If someone in Nigeria gets a valid U.S. visa before July 8, 2025, Will it still be usable under old terms, or must they request extension or reactivate under the new 3 months rule? Thanks. This is coming in from Ikechuku. Ikechuku, thank you so much. So, Oluwaseyi, is it still valid?
Yes, thank you, Ikechuku. It's valid. So this will still be under the old terms. So you don't need to do anything. You can still use this visa as a multiple entry visa, and you can also, the validity stays the same.
All right. So you heard that. Somebody here says, "Good morning. What are the red flags that will make an embassy deny people even if their papers are okay?" Kunle from Bariga is sending that one in. Kunle, thank you so much.
All right. One thing to note is that you do not have to present a false...
Okay, just a second. Hold on 1 second. Let me take this call.
Okay.
Hello there. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Victor.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Andrew on the line.
Andrew, how are you doing?
Fine, thank God. And the guest in transit, good morning, man.
Good morning.
I'll need to get my contact.
Okay, all right. We'll definitely give the contact before the end of the program.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay, then. All right. If you have any questions that relates to how you can navigate this landscape, feel free to connect with us this morning, 091 5387 7127. We're doing some kind of expose this morning because of the new U.S. Visa policy and how it affects Nigerians. Madam, we're hearing that we're going to be having much more scrutiny now that the new policy is out, and that's a scrutiny that will even affect those people that are making use of social media as well. Talk to me. How true is that?
Yes, so that's actually very important because a lot of people just go, oh, I have the right documents, I have everything here. So there is much more scrutiny, particularly on your social media activities. And that is one of the requirements right now for all kinds of visas, including immigrants and non-immigrant visas. So you might have all the documents, but you might have done something that is anti-American at one point or the other, based on the social media information that is available to the embassy.
Okay.
Or Department of State. So that is one thing to consider. So mind your social media activities if you plan to come to the U.S. And misrepresentation of intent is also another thing. And a lot of times this is subjective. So I can just look at you and say, oh, you don't look like someone that will come back. And if there is any traits of that, even if your documentation is correct, a lot of things are taken into consideration during this interview. And sometimes you can, be found or be caught in that situation. And sometimes, like I said, it's subjective. It might not be entirely what it looks like.
All right.
So, we just have to be prepared. So when you're going for visa interviews, be prepared to basically understand the kind of visa you're applying for and what is expected of you. So if you're going for a visit, make sure everything that surrounds your question should show that you would return after your visit.
Let's take this call as well. Lagos Traffic Radio.
All right.
Hello there. Good morning. Hello. Okay, I guess we lost that. This one says, happy weekend, everyone. I am Zainab. Please, is there anything one can do to improve their chances before the visa interview? Zainab is sending this one in. Zainab, thank you so much. I know there are lots of questions that relate to how you can prepare for a visa appointment.
Yes.
What advice would you give to Zainab?
So Zainab, I would say that you just be your true self based on your intent of the visa you're trying to get. But like I say, we're not immigration officers and we cannot guarantee if any of your ways of preparation would work. So like I said, the process has, you have a laid down process of what needs to be checked But some of those processes are subjective as well. So make sure you're prepared to answer your questions correctly. Make sure you understand the kind of visas you are applying for and what is expected of you. That way, knowing your expectations would drive how you prepare for the visa.
091-5387-7127. Those are the numbers. 091-5387-7127. You can put a voice call through that number, and you can also call 08099-120-777. This one says, good morning, Victor. My nephew got a U.S. visa in May that allowed multiple entries until 2027. With the new reciprocity policy, will his visa be automatically shortened if he travels after July 2025? You didn't put a name, but thank you so much. I think Oluwaseyi has talked about this earlier on, but madam, you want to respond to him or her?
Again, no, your visa would not be affected. It remains valid under the old terms.
Okay. All right. Anonymous sender, you heard it. Your visa will not be affected in any form. So since you already have the multiple, that means you can still go in multiple times, right?
Yes.
All right. Okay, then. 09153877127. What steps do you think Nigerians can take to stay informed about changes to U.S. visa policy? Talk to me.
So, the USCIS and the embassy, they have their social media pages. So you can do yourself a favor by following them, because you would always see when they release, some new policies or things that are going on in that realm of affairs. So if you follow their pages on social media and you stay on top of U.S. immigration news, you would be able to get the information you need so that you're well informed on whatever part of the policies is affecting you.
And I'm curious, Oluwaseyi, what are the long-term implications of this new visa policy? What are the implications for Nigerians? And of course, when you look at the Nigeria-US relations, what are the implications for this?
So I remember that when the shortened validity and the single entry policy came out, everybody was I had a conversation about that on my page as well. Everybody was talking about it, but the U.S. Embassy actually released a press statement stating that people should not, be agitated and worried about U.S.-Nigeria relationship, that the relationship stays, intact, but it's just basically because of what is generally being revealed around the world, not specifically only for Nigeria. So that's one thing. I believe the relationship stays intact, but like I said, we just have to stay out of violations of those policies to continue to be in good standing with the U.S.
Now, if someone applies once and maybe on his first call was denied, and of course he does that again, is denied, what would be advised to that kind of a person?
You keep going until you get it if you really want to come, but some people get angry and they're like, no, I would not go again. But there would be a reason for the denial, but you can also go again. And like I said, based on the subjectivity of the evaluations, you can get approved. But a lot of times you have to check, if there is something that is causing the denial, and get it taken care of. And I also want to advise that when you are trying to do those applications, make sure that you are true to the information that you provide, and also be consistent with the information, because a lot of times when you go once, you have your information in the system for the longest time. So you would always, be traced back to whatever information you have provided at one time or the other. So that actually causes a lot of, issues as well.
All right, 09153877127. A question here says, Mr. Oluwaseyi, is the new policy already affecting student visas F/M/J for Nigerians since the executive order restricts those students from high overstay? Talk to me.
I would definitely say yes.
This is Oyeni. Oyeni is the one signing this one in.
Okay, Oyeni, yes. I would say yes. The higher scrutiny is in place already. And, a lot of people are getting deniers now, if I would say. Sometimes it's due to funding. Sometimes it's due to the fact that, they could not verify that you'll be coming back. And, there was actually a freeze, at some point, the F1 visa was stopped completely before the decision was now made to then add the social media vetting to the process. And then, they resumed the processes for, majority of these countries. So I would say it's into effect. The social media vetting is being done. And, people are being affected, especially for those that are not informed about their social media activities. So the highest is definitely affecting visas now. But I would say if you have, you cross all your T's and dot all your I's, you might have a better chance of, getting your approval. And of course, the grace and the favor of God.
All right. But is it true that even some students are having their visas revoked at the moment, those on scholarships?
Visas revoked without any problem? I do not think so. If you do not have a violation, you don't have a criminal offense, I do not think your visa would get revoked for no reason.
Okay, so it's not very true.
Are there cases of visa revocation of visas?
Let's take this call. Let's take this call. Hello there, good morning.
Right. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. What's your name?
Yes, my name is Bode.
Bode, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm very good.
And where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Jota.
Oh, Jota. All right, Bode, go ahead. I have Miss Oluwaseyi Abegunde on the phone.
Yes, I've been...
Okay, you need to speak up a bit so we can hear you. Speak up.
Okay, sorry. I've been seeing some stuff on social media that now when someone wants to apply for US visa, they check your social media account. If you tweeted something against the president or the country, is it true? How true is this?
Okay, all right. Social media profile, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just listen on your radio. She will respond to you. All right. So I think Bode is still trying to refer to what we talked about earlier on. Ms. Oluwaseyi Abegunde, you need to just shed more light for the likes of Sheyi. Is the social media profiling very, very valid in today's visa policy?
It is very valid. And that is being done. So even they've been asking about social media profiles on applications prior to now, but if you don't provide, there's no problem before. So now you have to provide your social media profile pages when you do your application so that the vetting and the background checks can be done on your social media pages.
All right, then 080-99-120-777. Bode, thank you. I hope you got that. Another message here says, good morning. Please, I applied for green card before Trump's swearing in. I hope I'm not affected. Tunde is sending this one in. Tunde, thank you so much. So, is Tunde affected?
Oh, no, like the green card application process is still the same. There is nothing affected about that. So if you applied for a green card, you just have to wait for your approval. But like I would say, the EB1 and EB2 NIW processes, especially for those that are applying from within, we are seeing a surge in, in faster approvals compared to times before now. And even the move, in the priority date of EB2, as significantly, the rate of the move has significantly increased, except for last month that it went back with 2 months. So we're seeing positive on the side of the skilled immigrant part of the process. But your green card application process still remains the same.
All right.
Just the higher scrutiny, higher vetting, like the executive order says.
All right. So actually, I must say that there would be some complex processing situations that you must have come across, right? people that have been denied before, and then you now stepped in. Can you remember anyone that is very, very touching?
So for the employment-based visas, a lot of times what people encounter is, NOID. NOID is notice of intent to deny or request for further evidence. And I've seen a lot of people, devastated because, hope is probably lost. You get annoyed, you get RFE or request for further evidence, and you don't know how to navigate those. So there has been situations like that we come in to provide some help and strategies on how to respond to those requests. And I always tell people, NOID, it does not necessarily mean denial. So you can go back and fight and put all you have in your response to the questions that you are being asked about your application. And a lot of times it's basically because of lack of strategy or lack of knowledge of the process prior to application. But if you're able to get a professional to help you fix those situations, then you have, a higher chance of, providing what is needed.
All right, then. And some people are asking for your details. We'll give that shortly. But Tunde is sending a message. But remember Tunde who talked about, who asked the question on, the green card before Trump's swearing in and him not being affected. But he's sending another message here. He says, hope I'm not going to be deported. Hope I'm not going to be deported again. Okay.
Again?
So, does that mean he has been deported before? Today, maybe you need to provide a background to that. But what I see here is that hope I'm not going to be deported.
Yeah, I need to even have understanding of where he applied for the green card from. Is he applying for an immigrant visa in Nigeria or is in the U.S. Applying for the green card for adjustment of status? That would be important, for me to have a better understanding of the question.
Okay, so Tunde, you need to provide us that as well. 08099120777 and 09153877127. Yes, you can still send in your questions before the program runs up. Just a few minutes more before we do this. So, what's the message this morning regarding the new visa policy? Should Nigerians still be very, very hopeful, or when you look at things, do you see, the tunnel not very, very bright? I mean, what's the message, Mr. Abegunde?
I go, I might not be in line with what everybody is saying, but I would say there's no better time than now to explore, what is available for you based on the information that you can get. You might not have the necessary information right now, but seek the right information. There is no better time to make a better, change, better decision for your life than today. So regardless of what the atmosphere is saying, you can still get what you want, provided you have what it takes to get it. So there's no better time than now. But I would say stay out of status violation, stay out of overstays, and try as much as possible to file whatever immigration form you are filing correctly, so that you don't, put yourself in some problems that are avoidable.
All right. So
there's no better time than now. Do things the right way, and you will be good.
All right. So for those who want to connect with you after the program, what's the contact? I mean, we've seen Andrew, we've seen James who's sending a message here. We've also seen B who wants you to, give your contact so that people can link up with you.
All right. So the email is info@unityuptake.com.
Okay. UnityUptake.
That is the email.com.
Okay.
And phone number is +1. So you can reach me on WhatsApp. +1 832 244 9026.
Take that again.
+1 832 244 9026.
All right. I think that's sufficient. So with that, people can reach out to you, and that will be on WhatsApp, you said?
Yes, on WhatsApp.
All right, let's begin to take this home this morning, because there's a lot to really chew on this one. So your final thoughts as it relates to all of this. You're saying this is the best time, no matter how the situation seems out there. You're saying this is the best time that it can be done. But let me see. Tunde is replying. Tunde says, okay, this one is saying, I think he applied in the U.S. using his wife's green card. Okay, so I think that's Tunde's response to you. The statement is that he applied in the U.S. using his wife's green card.
Yes, so the process is still the same. The family-based petition process is still the same. You just have to wait for the National Visa Center to reach out to you for your interview. But I would also say, that's one of the most recent things that I've seen a client encounter. Not going for your appointment within 1 year of visa availability. You have a chance of forfeiting the visa. So as soon as you get called, make sure you have all your documents available for the application. So when you get called by the visa center, make sure you are able to go within a year, so that you follow the due processes and you would get your green card.
All right, then. So that's how far we'll go. But if you want to get in touch with Oluwaseyi Abegunde, it's info@unityuptake.com. That's info@unityuptake.com. And if you want to connect with her on WhatsApp, it's +1 832 244 9026. Right? Okay, then. So we'll leave it at that for now. Madam, it's nice connecting with you. Thank you so much for linking up with us.
Same here, and thank you for having me.
Okay, so you can go to bed now, okay?
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, so this morning we've been able to navigate the new U.S. visa landscape, what Nigerians need to know about this policy. And Ms. Oluwaseyi Abegunde, who's founder of Unity Uptake LLC, has been able to take us to the classroom this wonderful morning. We have to go. The program has been produced by Dayo Anthony, Emmanuel Dineye in the building, Okwaibi Shodunke, and Remi Aluko. We do appreciate you. Same for our executive producer, Tayo Akonle. My name is Victor Oteri. I'll be back by 10:15 for Maritime Today.
Your home for timely, reliable, accurate, dynamic, innovative, and objective traffic reports. That's why we are your T Radio on 96.1 dial. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Moving Lagos forward.
Without the roads, there will be vehicles. Without the roads, there will be the streetlights. Without the roads, there won't be the need for traffic lights. Without the roads, there won't be any need for the lasting officials. Without you, there won't be the roads. Without you, there won't be us. Therefore, observe the rules of driving. A message from Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Moving Lagos forward.
Class, settle down. Today, let's talk about how you started your day.
We got dressed and had pancakes with John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate for breakfast.
My mom makes John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate for us too.
My mom calls it instant goodness. My sister and I always put it inside our pap. It's so yummy.
John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate is a chocolate drink made of rich cocoa, milk, and sugar. Available nationwide in stores. John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate. Enjoy instant goodness.
Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future.
city that never sleeps and traffic that never slumbers. We at Lagos Traffic Radio are always on time with traffic updates as you navigate through the smart city of Lagos. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, moving Lagos forward.
Think of great music. Think of transportation experts discussing issues. Think of government policies well spelled out. Think of traffic reports on your frequency every 10 minutes. Think no more. You have your show bet here for these and more. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Moving Lagos forward.
I wish that I could fly into the sky so very high, just like a dragonfly. I fly above the trees, over the seas, in all degrees, to anywhere I please. Oh, I want to get away. I want to fly away. Yeah, I want to get away. I want to fly away. Yeah. Let's go and see the stars, the Milky Way, or even Mars, where it could just be ours. Let's fade into the sun, let your spirit fly, we are one, just for a little fun. Oh yeah. I want to get away, I want to fly away. Yeah. I want to get away, I want to fly away. Yeah. I gotta get away. Girl, I gotta get away. Oh yeah. I want to get away. I want to fly away. Yeah. Oh yeah. I want to get away. I want to fly away. Yeah. I gotta get away. I want to 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 get away. Yeah. I want to get away. I want to fly away. Yeah. Girl, I gotta get away. I want to 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 get away. Yeah. I want to get away. I want to fly away. Yeah. Come on, hold my hand. I wanna contact the living. Not sure I understand this road I've been given. I sit and talk to God, and He just laughs at my plans. My
it speaks a language I don't understand. I just wanna feel real love, feel the home that I live in. 'Cause I got too much life running through my veins, going to waste. I don't wanna die, but I ain't keen on living either. Before I fall in love, I'm preparing to leave her. Scare myself to death. That's why I keep on running before I've arrived. I can see myself coming. I just wanna feel real love, feel the home that I live in. 'Cause I got too much life running through my veins, going to waste. And I need to feel real love and love ever after. I cannot get enough. I just wanna feel real love, feel the home that I live in. I got too much love running through my veins to go to waste. I just wanna feel real love and love ever after. There's a hole in my soul, you can see it in my face. It's a real big place. Come on, hold my hand. I wanna contact the living. Not sure I understand this road I've been given. Not sure I understand. Not sure I understand. Not sure I understand. Not sure I understand.
Your home for timely, reliable, accurate, dynamic, innovative, and objective traffic reports. That's why we are your T Radio on 96.1 dial. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Moving Lagos forward.
Abego, they drive JJ on top of the road. Oh. My name now Aramide. Remember, say safety day very important.
Room 421, an airport hotel. I know I should be sleeping, but it's too soon to tell if I'll fly out tomorrow, if I'll see you tomorrow. I hope that I will. No place like alone, and no sound like my own voice fading into this quiet December night. But I'm doing it alright. I'll make a phone call or two. Could I get some room service, please? Send a maid in to see about a few things I need. Do you think you could bring me my girlfriend and a bottle of wine? Bring me our future, just make sure it's mine. We'll used to this. Still rain on the runway, but I'm doing okay. I got cigarettes to kiss. Could I get some room service, please? I'm down on my knees. I'm only here for tonight. 'Cause they fucked up my flight. Sound hitting the wall, and I thought I would call you to ask for out, for out, for out. Remember to bring me my girlfriend and a bottle of wine. Bring me our future, just make sure it's mine. We open the window, but leave out the cold. Could you make a phone call to Jesus to clean up my soul? Dial 7 for a savior. Is this soul keeping, please? Could you put me through to Jesus? I'll pay a long distance, please. You say hello, God bless you. There's a Bible in the drawer. That's wonderful, sir. But I don't read it anymore. I don't read it anymore. Bring me my girlfriend and a bottle of wine. Bring me our future, just make sure it's mine. We open the window, but leave out the cold. Could you make a phone call to Jesus to clean up my soul? Bring me my girlfriend and a bottle of wine. Bring me our future, just make sure it's mine. We open the window, but leave out the cold. Could you make a phone call to Jesus to clean up my soul? Could you bring me my girlfriend? Yeah, bring me a smile. Room 421, a Cleveland hotel. I know I should be sleeping, but it's too soon to tell. If I'll fly out tomorrow, if I'll see her tomorrow, I hope that I will.
Mommy, remember you said you're going to buy me a new school bag?
Oh, Annie, darling, that's true. Don't worry, we'll stop at the next store to get it. Wait in the car, let me go get it.
Madam, don't tell me say you won't leave this pikin inside this motor come out too.
Abba, waiting up, I won't buy something.
Say you no know say the pikin fit faint inside this motor or make them kidnap and come out. We don't see am before.
Any talk, come, let's go together.
My country people, una don hear am o. Make una no dey leave small pikin alone for motor comot because the pikin body fit hot well. Wey fit lead to wetin oyibo people ma dey call heat stroke and other yamayama sicknesses. Even accident fit happen. Our pikin na our future and their safety na our ogbonge concern.
Na Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM dey bring una this message.
Hello, my people. How una day today? My name na Jennifer Eliogo. I be actress, I be producer, and I dey sing too. He get one message when I say make I give us today. The thing dey bother me for my mind well. You see, when you dey drive for road or then carry you inside motor, make you know they throw away dirty outside for ground. E no good. Now those dirty wey we dey throw away from our window for street, na im dey enter for gutter, na im dey enter canal, they block everywhere. So when rain fall, flood go full everywhere. Once every place dey flooded, traffic go dey. And when traffic dey, you no go fit go where you dey go and no go fit go where I dey go. I say make I tell us today, say e no good. Make we stop am. Make we keep our streets clean. This na message from Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Make we move Lagos forward.
Class, settle down. Today, let's talk about how you started your day.
We got dressed and had pancakes with John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate for breakfast. My mom makes John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate for us too.
My mom calls it instant goodness. My sister and I always put it inside our pap. It's so yummy.
John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate is a chocolate drink made of rich cocoa, milk, and sugar. Available nationwide in stores. John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate. Enjoy instant goodness.
Just a smile and the rain is gone. Can hardly believe it. Yeah. There's an angel standing next to me, reaching
course, yes, we've got so much love for you, and that's why we're here for you each and every day, helping you navigate Lagos roads and serving you information that will take you 1,000 miles ahead of the information race. It's Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. It's now time for us to bring you Clean and Edge, courtesy the Lagos Waste Management Authority, LOMA. This is that show where we get to talk about environmental sanitation and, how to keep our environment clean in order to achieve a cleaner and sustainable environment for all of us to live in. Fantastic morning to you, Lagos. Welcome to another insightful edition of Clean and Edge. This is your weekly radio show on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. You need to know about waste management, public health, and environmental sustainability in Lagos. My name is Mike James, and today we're delving deep into a troubling reality affecting every street, market, and neighborhood in our city. We're talking indiscriminate waste dumping and why it's a ticking time bomb for public health. But first, I would like us to, go on a break to, just take a message from our partners, LOMA. The program is brought to you by the Lagos Waste Management Authority, LOMA, in partnership with Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. So we'll go on the break, we'll take a message from our partners. When we return, we shall begin the conversation. We're talking about the dangers of this waste dumping, how we public health and the environment.
Yes, you don't do it. Indiscriminate dumping of refuse into drainage channels is prohibited in Lagos State. It has to stop. Henceforth, it's zero tolerance for building or erecting structures on drainages, setbacks, and alignments in Lagos State. Government is doing its best to make our environment clean and safe. As responsible citizens, we too should play our part to sustain it. Dumping of refuse into drainages, canals, or gutters destroys our roads and drainage systems, causes flooding in some areas, and poses great dangers to lives and damage to our public structures. Desist from disposing refuse into drainage channels and canals. It's damaging to the image of Lagos State. Remember, there are laws and regulations guiding the disposal of waste in Lagos State. Offenders will be prosecuted according to the law. Do the right thing. Use refuse bins, not canals, gutters, or drains. Dispose waste responsibly. Protect our drainage system. Contribute to a safer environment for us all. Ibega Ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, Àjùmọ̀ṣe Office of Drainage Services. Announcer.
If you asked me what a team of heroes look like, I would say people committed to creating a clean and beautiful state. After all, what's there to love about living in a dirty and harmful environment? That's why at LOMA, we built an exceptional team with people like the fearless Binga who picks up waste from your house, and the swift Musa who navigates all waste to the landfills. Yadupe, the super cleaner who saves our roads from litters. And of course, our magical recycler, Atinuke, who converts waste to wealth. everyone at Loma is committed to keeping Lagos clean in every way for a safer and healthier Lagos. Loma, a league of heroes. Keep Lagos clean.
All right, Lagos, welcome back to the show. This is Clean and Edge. Today, we're going to be talking public health and the environment at large. But real quick, let's talk about our roads in earnest. I have news covering the Lagos-Badagry Expressway, especially taking up from the roundabout through Ibereko, Aradagun, all the way to Kwafo, line Ibiye, all the way Morugbo Junction, in and out. I can tell you it's good movement. That's all we have recorded so far. And on the stretch of Morugbo through Agbara down to the custom checkpoints, I understand it's pretty slow approaching the checkpoint there, owing to high influx moving that direction, market activities, and the, enforcement team, that's a customs officer, doing their stop and check, stop and search operations there. That's just a summary, but then let's talk about the Iba Otoy Janikin corridor, where we have recorded a smooth flow from Ableado through Ianoba down to Afolabi again, and good movement again from Ianoba all through to Igondo, navigating First Gate, Iano School of Badore Bridge. All right, and traffic movement in and out of Ibuleri, quite an appreciable one. Afolabi again, using the link bridge like last T-shirt road, also in good shape. An appreciable movement has also been recorded along the Badagry Expressway from Ianoiba through Agbara, Ianosashi, all the way to the custom checkpoint. All right, let's see if we can navigate other areas. Real quick, PWD, good movement along the stretch of the zone that from Dokbemu underneath the bridge through Ilezik, connecting National Bolade. Perfect movement is what we have recorded. It looks fine. The Keja flyover to connect. Well, things are still looking pretty calm. It is expected to look that way. All right, so let's head straight to the conversation. All right, indiscriminate waste dumping and its implications to public health here on Clean and Edge this morning. If you're just connecting with us, my name is Mike James. It's nice to meet you. And I come saying if you want small, like to be about the dangers of indiscriminate waste dumping. Understand, and with that growth comes increased waste generation. And now think about disease outbreaks. Do you know that waste dumped in the open finds its way into our water sources? And that's how cholera, typhoid, the likes of diarrhea, and a whole lot spreads. Now, how about mosquitoes and rodents? Breeding these, breeding mosquitoes and rodents. Have you ever thought about it? Piling waste attracts mosquitoes and rats in your homes. Yes. This means more malaria, dengue fever, and a whole lot more. Yes, because these rodents they carry diseases up and down. So we need to be very cautious of this practice, dumping waste indiscriminately, because it leads to disease outbreaks, breeding of mosquitoes, and attracting rodents such as rats and mice and a whole lot. Toxic contamination is also part of it. Harmful chemicals from improperly disposed waste can seep into the soil, water, and even our food supply. Let's also put this into consideration. And children are at risk, most importantly, and we need to pay proper attention. Kids playing near these waste spots are exposed to not just sharp objects, but harmful bacteria and even air pollution. Waste workers and residents would also get to suffer from these. Skin infections, think about respiratory issues, constant exposure to uncontained waste. It takes a heavy toll on us as humans that live around such environments. And the truth is, when you dump waste in the wrong place, you're not just creating an eyesore, you're endangering life. So it goes beyond just seeing debris and all that, feeling uncomfortable, but then How about your life? Yes, as an individual, that live around that area. So that's the more reason why this practice should be nipped in the bud, and that's why Loma is advocating, educating us, carrying out sensitization programs, stakeholders meetings, and all of that on the dangers of indiscriminate dumping, indiscriminate waste dumping. So Loma, aside from that, has also responded to this crisis in several ways. So you might be asking, so what's being done about it? The Lagos Waste Management Authority, Loma, is not taking this line down. They've ramped up daily evacuation of waste across the state. They've gone as far as, intensifying public awareness campaigns like this show you're listening to, Cleaning Edge. We also have Ojúṣe Loma on Wednesdays. And, we have publications on the dailies as well as TV programs, sensitization campaigns, jingles, radio jingles, TV jingles, and, social jingles, and not forgetting, stakeholders meetings. So they're intensifying public awareness about the dangers of dumping waste indiscriminately and how it affects our health as humans that live in that environment. And most importantly, they've deployed an active surveillance and enforcement team. We've been ringing this bell for quite some time now. It's all in a bid to clamp down on illegal waste dumping. They've done so much in terms of enlightenment and sensitization, carrying out campaigns of all sorts. But then it seems Lagosians are not heeding to these clarion calls. So they have decided to set up an enforcement team to clamp down on you and I if we fail to desist from dumping waste illegally. So let's break it down. Where people, whatever individuals, traders, or even businesses are caught dumping waste in unauthorized areas, they are arrested. Yes, that is what it is now. That is the new development. And not just being arrested, they're being handed over to the legal unit at the Oshodi Tax Force, that's the mobile court, for prosecution. Yes, just to let you in on this, it's a criminal offense to dump waste illegally. Several people have been arrested and persecuted. Yes, we've been talking about it, on this show time after time. And one major focus of Loma's crackdown is on cart pushers, the so-called abokis, or Yorubas call them kole kole. This are not all things. They're carrying out illegal duties. You might think they're helping, by, coming to our doorsteps to, collect our waste. But the question is, where do they dump this waste in the end? And how does it affect us? Some of them end up dumping our waste into the drainage channels, thereby blocking the drainage channels. And, that could lead to flooding and, environmental eyesore, which is an offense. They collect this waste cheaply, we understand, and dump them into canals, forests, and uncompleted buildings, causing environmental disasters. And that's why Loma has come out to say, okay, look, let's talk about this. Let's bring this out to the people, let them understand the implication of this. And the message is very simple. Loma is watching. The law is clear. Don't forget, if you are caught patronizing the cat pushers are carrying out illegal duties. The business is illegal. And if you're caught, you and that cat pusher will be prosecuted. That's the truth about it. So the law is clear. Dump waste the right way or face the consequences. You might be asking, okay, how can I take this action? What do I do? How do I go about it? Well, I'll let you in on that. But first, we'll go on the break again. I will take another message, another round of messages from our partners. When we return, we'll be looking at some simple actions that you can take in order to do things the right way, to dump your waste the right way. And we'll look at why children and communities pay the highest price of illegal dumping, looking at the implications, the negative implications. I'll be back in a bit. Stay here.
I need you. You need me. Together we can make Lagos clean. Make sure you throw away your dirt properly, not inside canals, to avoid flooding on our roads when it rains. Lagos Traffic Radio. Say, keep Lagos clean. Moving Lagos forward.
Stop it! Yes, you don't do it! Indiscriminate dumping of refuse into drainage channels is prohibited in Lagos State. It has to stop. Henceforth, it's zero tolerance for building or erecting structures on drainages, setbacks, and alignments in Lagos State. Government is doing its best to make our environment clean and safe. As responsible citizens, we too should play our part to sustain it. Dumping of refuse into drainages, canals or gutters destroys our roads and drainage systems, causes flooding in some areas and poses great dangers to lives and damage to our public structures. Desist from disposing refuse into drainage channels and canals. It's damaging to the image of Lagos State. Remember, there are laws and regulations guiding the disposal of waste in Lagos State. Offenders will be prosecuted according to the law. Do the right thing. Use refuse bins, not canals, gutters, or drains. Dispose waste responsibly. Protect our drainage system. Contribute to a safer environment for us all. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, àjọjúmọ̀ṣẹ́ Office of Drainage Services. Announcer.
If you asked me what a team of heroes look like, I'd say people committed to creating a clean and beautiful state. After all, what's there to love about living in a dirty and harmful environment? That's why at Loma, we built an exceptional team with people like the fearless Binga who picks up waste from your house and streets, the Swift Musa who navigates all waste to the landfills, Iya Dupe, the super cleaner who saves our roads from litters, and of course, our magical recycler Atinuke who converts waste to wealth. Everyone at Loma is committed to keeping Lagos clean in every way for a safer and healthier Lagos. Loma, a league of heroes. Keep Lagos clean.
Welcome back. Cleaning Edge is the show, and we're looking at how indiscriminate waste dumping affects our health and the environment. And the show is brought to you by the Lagos Waste Management Authority in partnership with Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. My name is Mike James. Well, feel free to join us on the rest of the conversation if you're just connecting with us. All right, let me let you in on what's going on along the Ajawa Estate Corridor, International Airport Road. Well, free vehicular movement across the length and breadth of the zone. That's what we have recorded from Oshodi Express, moving through Akpaku, Nako, International Airports, in and out. Good movement. And the journey through Ajawa Estate, Fatai, Irawo, Awoni, Elemo, Latif Salami, connecting Ashafari Ogun down to Eleganta is fine as well. And we've also recorded absolutely free flow from NMPC Junction through Kenu, connecting Chivita. Aye inward or solo way, Aswani 7 and 8 looks very good. Astrid looks good news. And we have news from you that traffic movement from Equine Bridge in and out of Bonnie Camp roundabout. In and out of Amada Way on route to Hotel. Return Johnny equally looking very, very good. Colin Camps. And the flow from Bonnie Camp underneath the bridge, Manjaro all the way to Zumba isn't looking bad either. The stretch of Law School, En route Civic Center, BJ, School Corners, Sandfield, Lakey Phase 1 is equally free. Slight traffic at the alternation corridors. Don't forget we have traffic lights here and there, causing some slight delays. Just a regulating vehicular movement, but no record of impediment has been observed. No impediment has been recorded so far. It's just a traffic signal light functioning and regulating vehicular movement as usual. All right, so back to the conversation on Cleaning Edge. So I said I'll be talking about some simple actions you can take, yes, when it comes to dumping your waste properly. That's the advocacy. That's what Loma is advocating for now, for us to do the right thing, because the enforcement team is out there and they're carrying out their duty full-fledged. So if you get caught, like you sabi. But let's look at what we can do as tenement in Lagos. Talking about solutions here. This is where you come in. This is where I come in. Keeping Lagos clean and safe doesn't take magic. Yes, it takes simple, consistent actions. Now, Loma has said it several times that we must bag our waste in strong nylon bags and tie them before disposal. That's the first step. After we've sorted that waste, that's separating the organic from the inorganic waste. Next thing to do is to bag them, yes, separately. in strong nylon bags, tie them before disposal. And well, Loma has also come out to say, get yourself a covered bin. We have the Loma Smart bins if you can afford it, or perhaps you just get yourself a 240-litre bin with a cover and tires for easy transportation. That's what we've been talking about so far. Use covered bins to prevent pests and rainwater from soaking the waste. And you must register with a Loma accredited PSP operator, not the cat pusher. So we have the PSP operators. They are accredited to cart our waste. You pay them promptly, yes, in order to keep them in the business. Otherwise, you'll be getting complaints that, hey, they've not been coming around and all that. It's because you don't pay. Yeah, that's what keeps them in the business. Logistics, think about it. So register with a Loma accredited PSP operator. They're licensed to collect and manage waste properly, and not the cat pushers. Never dump waste in gutters, road medians, or canals. It blocks drainages and spreads diseases. That was the first thing we talked about when we began this show. So think about it. Think about the implications of dumping your waste in gutters, road medians, or canals. They have a way of getting back at us health-wise. Avoid using cat pushers. We're saying this again. They contribute to environmental degradation, and we're beginning to catch them, and you'll be caught as well and prosecuted if you keep patronizing them. Education is key. It's part of what we're doing here on this show. Educating your family, neighbors, and staff is key, especially children and domestic workers, on the right way to dispose waste. It is very important. We need to know. A lot of people are ignorant of this. They do not care because they do not know. That's why they do not care. But when you educate them and you teach them, you let them in on, the implications of doing things the wrong way, and and the benefits of doing things the right way. Of course, they'll get to understand. So Loma has come out to say, hey, there's a channel. They've given us a chance at which we can report illegal dumpers. Don't keep silent when you see environmental abuse. Be the voice that saves your neighborhood from a future flood or disease outbreak. So let's look at why children and communities pay the highest price. So let's paint a picture. Lagos. Imagine a child playing near a clogged canal where waste has been dumped. That waste contains sharp metals. It could contain decaying food, plastic bags, and used diapers. One small fall, one scratch, or one splash from the contaminated water, and that child could be facing serious illness. Now, it's not just a theory. It's something that happens on a daily basis. In many parts of Lagos, community health centers are seeing increased cases of skin infections, diarrhea among children, respiratory challenges owing to smoke from waste burning, and even food poisoning from contaminated crops. We're going as far as that. But it's not only about health now. It's also about the dignity and development. Trust me, no investor wants to set up a business in a dirty neighborhood. No tourist wants to take up pictures beside heaps of waste, unless for a negative reason. A clean Lagos is a progressive Lagos. Let's keep that in mind, Lagos. And this is everyone's business. Keeping Lagos clean is not just the lawman's duty. It's not just the government's duty, but it's our duty as well. We have a role to play. It's everyone's business. We often hear, and our government work now, but let's be honest, can Loma follow every single household in Lagos? The answer is no. So here's how the partnership works. Now, this is it. Loma provides the service. Bins, PSP operators, trucks, even intervention trucks, yes. Street sweepers and landfills and those who work in the landfill. Now, you play your part by paying your PSP bills on time and regularly, by using the bins, using it the right way, not just using the bins, by educating others and also reporting illegal activities. It's just like a chain. So if one link breaks, what happens? The whole system fails. So think about your compound, think about your street, your school, your place of worship. Are they clean? Are they safe? That's a question you need to answer. You ask yourself and answer that question yourself. And if not, what can you do today to change that? Well, that's the question Loma is asking. And that's why we're letting you in on all these. The sensitization continues, advocacy continues. Stakeholders meetings, radio programs, TV programs. Loma is not resting on its oars. And that's why Loma has also come out to say, hey, if you ever see someone dumping waste illegally, whether in your area, on a highway, or in the market, don't just walk away. Take action. And here's how you can report environmental crimes, infractions, and all that. Connect with Loma via WhatsApp on 0708 060 1020. You send a text, a WhatsApp message or a text message to that number. Once more, 0708 060 1020. Connect with Loma via Instagram, Loma_GOV. You can take photos and send videos, or on Facebook, Loma.gov. And know that your voice can help prevent the next outbreak of disease. It can also save someone's child from an infection and save an entire neighborhood from flooding. So that's how we're going to be wrapping this edition of Cleaning Edge. And don't forget that public health starts with public hygiene, and public hygiene starts with you. Say no to indiscriminate dumping and say yes to using the PSP operators. All right, my name is Mike James. I must say a very big thank you to the General Manager, CEO Loma, the person of Mr. Muyiwa Agbadigeshi, and not forgetting the Director of Public Affairs for Loma, Mrs. Folashade Kadri. A big thanks going out to you. And my executive producer, Tayo Akonli. Well, till next Saturday, stay safe, stay clean, and stay committed to the Cleaning Edge.
Stop it! Yes, you don't do it. Indiscriminate dumping of refuse into drainage channels is prohibited in Lagos State. It has to stop. Henceforth, it's zero tolerance for building or erecting structures on drainages, setbacks, and alignments in Lagos State. Government is doing its best to make our environment clean and safe. As responsible citizens, we too should play our part to sustain it. Dumping of refuse into drainages, canals, or gutters destroys our roads and drainage systems, causes flooding in some areas, and poses great dangers to lives and damage to our public structures. Desist from disposing refuse into drainage channels and canals. It's damaging to the image of Lagos State. Remember, there are laws and regulations guiding the disposal of waste in Lagos State. Offenders will be prosecuted according to the law. Do the right thing. Use refuse bins, not canals, gutters, or drains. Dispose waste responsibly. Protect our drainage system. Contribute to a safer environment for us all. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, Àjùmọ̀ṣe Office of Drainage Services. Announcer.
If you ask me what a team of heroes look like, I would say people committed to creating a clean and beautiful state. After all, what's there to love about living in a dirty and harmful environment? That's why at Loma, we built an exceptional team with people like the fearless Binga who picks up waste from your house and streets, the Swift Musa who navigates all waste to the landfills, Iya Dupe, the super cleaner who saves our roads from litters, and of course, our magical recycler, Atinuke, who converts waste to wealth. Everyone at Loma is committed to keeping Lagos clean in every way for a safer and healthier Lagos. Loma, a league of heroes. Keep Lagos clean.
There is something missing in the world today. It's the one thing that can make the world okay. And it doesn't cost nothing, no, you don't even have to pay. Oh. It's about doing the right thing every day. 'Cause you are the light, you are the sign. If the right thing is the order of the day, then the world will be a better place to stay. A corrupted mind is your
store seller or a movie star, doesn't really matter who you are. Do the right thing. Do the right thing.
You can be a politician or a policeman. You gotta take the stand and do the right thing. Do the right thing. Oh, do the right thing. Let the world see. Let the light shine everywhere. And when it feels like you lie, oh, do the right thing. Do it all the time. You'll be sure to have the whole world saying, do the right thing. Oh, right thing. Oh, right thing. Just do the right thing. Do the right thing. Do the right thing.
In a city that never sleeps, and traffic that never slumbers. We at Lagos Traffic Radio are always on time with traffic updates as you navigate through the smart city of Lagos. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, moving Lagos forward.
Dear listener, when going on interstate travel, please note the following security tips. Don't leave too early and don't be caught in the late hours. If possible, try and do away with titles on your phone book. While driving, focus on the road and ensure that every 5 to 7 minutes there is traffic on the returning lane. Do not exceed 100 kilometers per hour. This will help for timely judgment and to look out for traps and to appreciate the terrain. Don't use tinted sheets on your car. It passes a message to bandits and criminal elements that you are a uniformed man or woman. Always have a spare tire, plug, and fuel pumps in your car. Don't ignore this. Even if you're not the one driving, put your phone away and keep your eyes on the road. Moving in a convoy has proven not to intimidate criminal elements. If you must stop to buy food or ease yourself, take that break at a town or village. This is not the time to join a car or bus from undesignated bus stops, popularly called Sole. Get to the garage to do same, and please do well to fill that bus manifest correctly. It is for your own good. Lastly, do endeavor to update your in case of emergency eyes contacts before you embark on any journey, and if possible, have your health columns properly filled because medical personnel may need some information before relatives turn up. These are safety tips that will help tremendously. A message from Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, moving Lagos forward.
Tell me, baby, baby, baby. Tell me, baby, baby, do you think baby. About us? Do you think 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 about us? We are feeling kind of thirsty. Do you think about us, baby? We are feeling kind of hungry. Tell me, baby, do you think about us? Yeah. think about us? Tell me, baby, do you think about us? Do you think about us? Yeah, yeah. Do you think about us? Tell me, baby, do you think about us? Do you think about us?
The pops, screeches, and tacos won't stop the flow on Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Moving Lagos forward.
No silicone. She's touch, smell, sight, taste, and sound. But somehow I can't believe that anything should happen. I know where I belong, and nothing's gonna happen. Yeah. 'Cause she's so high above me. She's so lovely. She's so high. Like Cleopatra, Joan of Arc, or Aphrodite. She's so high above me. First class and fancy free. She's high society. She's got the best of everything. What could a guy like me ever really offer? She's perfect as she can be. Why should I even bother? 'Cause she's so lovely. She's so Cleopatra, Joan of Arc, or Aphrodite. She's so high above me.
Your home for timely, reliable, accurate, dynamic, innovative, and objective traffic reports. That's why we are your T Radio on 96.1 dial. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Moving Lagos forward.
News from Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Moving Lagos forward.
Hello and good morning. Here is the news at 10. First, the highlights. Lagos State Government pledges continuous promotion of human capital development for women's financial inclusion. Federal government directs residents of 4 local government areas in Niger State to relocate following fresh flood warning. On the foreign, United States President slams South Africa with 30% tariff rate. And in sports, Confederation of African Beach Volleyball Under-18 Championship begins in Abuja. And now the details. I am Mike James. Lagos State Government has pledged continuous promotion of human capital development (HCD) through advocacy for women's financial inclusion. Of data's role in delivering better HCD's outcomes. Advisor to the government on Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs), Oluwafemi, stated this during the Education of the state. Asisa Sholanke emphasized the importance of the advocacy, which empowered the women to be financially responsible. Representatives of the Lagos State Resident Registration Agency, National Identification Management Commission, Health Insurance Scheme, and financial institutions enlightened the beneficiaries at the two locations on how to multiply their resources, save for emergencies, and emphasized the importance of data to assist government in the planning for schools, hospitals, and infrastructural development. While appreciating the Lagos State government for the enlightenment on behalf of all the beneficiaries, Executive Chairman Ijede LCDA Moturayo Gbadebo Alugba, who spoke through her voice, Kabir Karim, said the knowledge gained by the women would help boost their businesses, increase savings, and revamp the council's economy. The Alagura of Agura, Oba Olakunle Ogunderu, commended the state government for its efforts at ensuring women in the area benefited from financial literacy programs and urged beneficiaries to use the knowledge gained during the program judiciously. The Lagos State House of Assembly has held a public hearing on the Lagos State Correctional approach to one centered on reform, rehabilitation, and reintegration. Speaker Mudashiru Basaho was represented by the lawmaker Harris Mainland Constituency 1, Ajani Olabi, said the bill seeks to establish a legal framework for both custodial and non-custodial measures. He noted that justice should not be limited to punishment, but should also reintegration into society. Obasanjo, who sponsored the bill, described it as a bold step towards the outdated prison model with a modern correctional system and rights. Public petitions. And Lasiak Oladipo Ajomali, in his welcome remarks, highlighted the severe overcrowding in Nigeria's correctional facilities, largely driven by the high number of pre-trial detainees. He stressed the need for humane treatment of inmates and proper rehabilitation structures and appealed to the federal government to invest in more correctional facilities, pointing out the challenges of reintegrating ex-inmates into society. Presenting an overview of the bill, the House Majority Leader Nohim Family and Legal Visitations, structured release procedures, and thorough documentation to aid the transition process. In a bid to sharpen calculation skills and be a problem solver in the society, over 30,000 GSS 3 students in Lagos Public Schools participated in this year's Datel App Mathematics competition using technology. The Lagos students who used the Datel App, which is a unique AI feature that creates solutions for both teachers and students in mathematics, solved 10 million questions within the just concluded 2024-2025 academic session. At a reward ceremony for the outstanding students and schools at Alausa Ikeja, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, Abisola Dokumu Adegbite, lauded the initiative and boasted that Lagos students are more of a genius than champions in line with global best practices. Dokumu Adegbite, who hinted that all students from GSS 1, 2, 3 in all public schools will participate in next session's competition, called on teachers to also leverage on technology for more training for self-development.
It's really also appreciative to understand that it would encourage engagement because the students will definitely relate with their teachers. Teachers will relate with teachers. Principals, I encourage you again, relate with the teachers and the students. So you are keen and you know what is going on. It expands, it's definitely going to expand digital learning, and it's going to bridge learning gaps. I think that's the most attractive thing for me.
One of the best students from Ojodu Junior Grammar School, Glory Olabi, who received an award and cash prize for her school, appreciated her mother and teacher for the motivation to participate in the competition, in which she came second best overall student.
I feel very happy. I am very happy. And that subject is really, really interesting. Like, it improves my skills in math because I didn't like math that much.
The implementation partner to Dazzle in Nigeria, Wumi Tolu Alalade, who said the objective was to improve learning outcomes in students and encourage teachers in using technology to teach for easier assimilation by students, urged parents to allow their children to use their phones for only 15 minutes daily to solve mathematics questions on the app to hone their skills.
It's a process, it's like a support to make sure that students are able to scale mathematics, improve their outcomes, and be able to be confident in their knowledge of mathematics. Because, maths is a subject that has, everybody has one thing or the other about.
Ojodu Junior Grammar School won the Best Overall Award in Education District 6, while Dr. Lucas Memorial Junior High School and Ishashi Junior Grammar School, both in Education District 5, came second and third. And now, to the rest of the stories. The federal government has directed residents of 4 local government areas in Niger State to relocate to higher ground following a fresh flood warning issued by the Ministry of Environment. The National Flood Early Warning Center of the Federal Ministry of Environment says the areas are likely to experience heavy rainfall that might result in environment and climate change. In collaboration with the Ministry of Information and Strategy, the flood threat is due to rising water levels in the Niger, Kaduna, and Gurara rivers, which could also affect major roads across the state. President Tinubu has laid the foundation for a transformative economic reforms, inclusive governance, and nationwide infrastructural development. This is contained in a statement Congress APC in Lagos, Sheye Oladejo. The party noted that President Tinubu's leadership has restored international confidence in Nigeria and rekindled hope among the citizenry. Oladejo was reacting to a statement credited to a chieftain in the African Democratic Congress of on-sitting President Bola Tinubu in the 2027 general election. He urged Nigerians to ignore Melaye's comments and remain focused on the steady progress being achieved under the renewed hope agenda. In Oshodi Solo Constituency 1, Stephen Ogundikpe has officially launched the 3rd edition of his annual summer coaching program. Speaking during a media briefing held, the lawmaker Ogundikpe reiterated his commitment to academic excellence and holistic development of students. He announced that this year's program will include special rewards for students who demonstrate outstanding academic performance and exemplary character throughout the coaching period. Ogundikpe expressed gratitude to the Tutor General, Permanent Secretary of the Lagos State Ministry of Education, for granting approval to use the designated schools as centers for the program. The 2025 summer coaching program will be held at the following centers: Ikeja Junior Grammar School, Ewutuntun Junior Grammar School, Mafoluku Junior Grammar School. And in some foreign news, United States President Donald Trump says South African products exported to the U.S. will be hit by a 30% tariff from August 7. South Africa faces the highest rates in sub-Saharan Africa, reflecting President Trump's strained relationship with the government of President Cyril Ramaphosa. Other African nations, including Nigeria, Ghana, Lesotho, and Zimbabwe, have been hit with a 15% tariff, which will also come into effect in 7 days. The decision is a huge blow to South Africa, and the U.S. is its second biggest trading partner. In sports news, about 20 countries are battling for honors as the 2025 Confederation of African Volleyball Under-18 Boys and Girls Beach Championship begins in Abuja. The event, which is scheduled to run through August 7, will see the countries on the continent battle it out on the stand for the right to be called Junior Champions of Africa. President of the Confederation of African Volleyball, Musa Nimrod, had given assurances on Nigeria's readiness in hosting a H3 competition. Nigeria has previously hosted the Olympic qualifiers twice and a senior championship, but this will be the first time the country is hosting the Under-18 tournament. And that was our news at 10. Just before we go, remember, speed thrills but kills. Please always avoid excessive speed. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. On X, it's Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs. It's live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961, and visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. Listen to Lagos Traffic Radio live on my Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu Administration organized a forum for women across the 57 local government and local council development areas in the state with a view to enhancing their productivity and economic growth? Get more details on the Legacy Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Government has pledged continued promotion of human capital development through advocacy for women's financial inclusion in hard-to-reach communities and increased awareness of data's role in delivering better HCD's outcomes. The federal government has directed residents of 4 local government areas in Niger State to relocate to higher grounds following a fresh flood warning issued by the Ministry of Environment. We also told you that the United States President Donald Trump has announced that South African products exported to the U.S. will be hit by a 30% tariff from August 7. And in sport, about 20 countries are battling for honors as the 2025 Confederation of African Volleyball Under-18 Boys and Girls Beach Championship begins in Abuja. And for contacts with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adeswai Joyoka. My name is Mike James. Good morning and thank you for listening.
Lagos traffic, a challenge we faced, but now we have a solution, a better pace. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, we're here to guide you wherever you may be. 13 years strong, we're moving ahead. T-Radio, our promise to you is spread. Timely, reliable, accurate, dynamic, innovative, objective. We're here to help with traffic updates effective. Our motorbike
home. Live camera updates all around. Waterways, flights, trains, and shipping too. We're here to keep you informed with updates anew. 13 years strong, we're moving ahead. T-Radio, our promise to you is spread. Timely, reliable, accurate, dynamic, innovative, objective. We're here to help with traffic updates effective. Daily 96.1 FM. We'll guide you through Lagos busy streets with timely updates, your journey sweet. 13 years strong, we're moving ahead. T-Radio, our promise to you is spread. Timely, reliable, accurate, dynamic, innovative, objective. We're here to help with traffic updates effective. La la la. Tune in daily 96.1 FM. Lagos Traffic Radio, your trusted friend. We'll guide you through Lagos busy streets with timely updates, your journey sweet. 13 years strong, we're moving ahead. T-Radio, our promise to you is spread. To you is timely, reliable, accurate, dynamic, innovative, objective. We're here to help with traffic updates effective. Tune in,
As an oil-producing and exporting country, Nigeria is a large market for foreign goods owing to its population. In this regard, the maritime industry holds the key to the nation's growth and development. For the latest news on the maritime industry, tune in to Maritime Today on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, a program designed to showcase the opportunities and challenges in the Nigerian maritime sector. Why don't you join us on Wednesdays at 9:15 a.m. and Saturdays at 10:15 a.m. on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM as we highlight the development and new regulations put in place to address the problems of the maritime industry. Wednesdays 9:15 a.m. and Saturdays 10:15 a.m. Maritime Today is brought to you by the Nigerian Shippers Council.
Are you a driver that fiddles with a phone while driving? Do you know that at least 23% of all car accidents each year occur with the use of cell phones? Distracted driving is responsible for a higher percentage of road crashes among motorists and pedestrians in Nigeria. Distracted driving is dangerous. Let's shun this act to stay alive. It's better to be safe than to wallow in sorrow for what could have been avoided while driving or walking. Please put that phone away and concentrate fully on the road. A message from Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, your driving companion.
Country, Nigeria is a large market for foreign goods owing to its population. nation's growth and development. For the latest news on the maritime industry, tune in to Maritime Today on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, a program designed to showcase the opportunities and challenges in the Nigerian maritime sector. Why don't you join us on Wednesdays at 9:15 a.m. and Saturdays at 10:15 a.m. on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM as we highlight the development and new regulations put in place to address the problems of the maritime industry. Wednesdays 9:15 a.m. and Saturdays 10:15 a.m. Maritime Today is brought to you by the Nigerian Shippers Council.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Anytime you hear this tune, it's time to switch over to the maritime world as we bring you good news from the nation's vibrant agencies that make up that sector in a bid to advancing the cause of maritime in Nigeria. You're welcome. The program comes to you Wednesdays by 9:15 and Saturdays by 10:15. And it's all geared at stimulating very, very rich discourse that will trigger 360 degrees development of that vibrant sector of the Nigerian economy. You're welcome. My name is Victor Oteri. It is proudly brought to you by the Nigerian Shippers Council, the economic regulator of the ports. A vibrant program into the world of freight forwarding to look at some developing issues. We have some trending issues within that particular realm that would be, putting or perhaps sinking our teeth on the program this morning. We'll also be bringing you the latest gist in the maritime domain, plus loads and loads of traffic updates as you journey along. All these and much more will be part of the menu if you can keep us company from now through 11 o'clock. But first off, let's take a detour to have a word from our partners. When we return, definitely we're connecting with our guest who's already seated, and then we'll be serving you the latest gist in the maritime domain.
Nigerian Shippers Council, they to serve you well. No matter the problem, we go solve them for you.
Yes, so the Nigerian Shippers Council, they feel in a parole now for every level. And as soon as goods, they move from port A, go enter port B with a measure within on a need. For the Nigerian Shippers Council, we don't shop proper to fit hear you wella, work with you wella, and help you fit serve your customers them better, no matter where them day. As we country port economic regulator, the Nigerian Shippers Council get every now to fit make government consider the problem where shippers them they face. Visit we office for number 4 or to buy your daily show your daily. Papa, email us for nsc@shipperscouncil.gov.ng. We website now www.shipperscouncil.gov.ng. Allow us on top 0818-888-8895 or 0703-584-6468. Nigerian Shippers Council with the meeting for the port of Naneri.
The Nigerian Shippers Council is now better poised with responsive systems in place to help you and other shippers get seamless, stress-free transition for your clients' goods from point A to B. Today, at the Nigerian Shippers Council, timeliness, orderliness, transparency, and efficiency is all we care about. Put your complaint through to our helpline 0818-888-8895. Visit us at number 4 Ayodele Shoyode Lane, Apapa, Lagos, or reach us on www.shipperscouncil.gov.ng.
Nigerian Shippers Council, we meet you at the port of your need.
Nigerian Shippers Council, we meet you at the port of your need.
Lagos Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. All right, then, so we're back. And of course, it's time to connect with you. Ikeja and Maryland corridor this morning. Movement within Maryland axis is still perfectly, very much in good shape. Likewise, for those of you approaching Odo Yalaru, connecting Maryland, it's also looking good. The length and breadth of Mobolaji Bank Anthony Way is also looking good as well. Little delays by Nitel intersection. This is due to traffic light alternation, but no major worries into GRA. Proceeding through Isaac John, all looking pretty good. Oba Akran, as well as Oba Kinjobi Way and Kodesa Road, in and out of the airport road, all very, very free at this time. The vehicular movement within those corridors looking good. The link bridge is also looking good. That's within the domain. Also very, very good. And we can tell you, we do not have any impediments within that particular corridor. Agege is also looking good too. Very encouraging and appreciable movement in and out of the zone. We do not have any worries. Old Abiyokuta Road, heading towards Abatio, up to Total underneath the bridge, heading to Isokoko, linking up with National, very much in good shape. And Okekoto inwards Oniwaya up to Capitol Road, also very much in good shape. Mongo Rashade inwards Akoni Doherty, also very, very much. Guinness, all for the return journey. So we'll be serving you more helpings as they come in from time to time. Sink our teeth into the conversation this morning quickly. Let's bring you the latest news in the maritime domain. Lots of gist, but Mike James will be taking us through that in less than 5 minutes.
Here is the maritime news. In a decisive move to curb the rising incident of boat accidents on Nigeria's waterways, Minister of Marine and Blue Economy Adegboyega Oyetola has pledged sweeping reforms to enhance maritime safety nationwide. Speaking in Abuja on Friday, while receiving the report of the Special Committee on the Prevention of Boat Mishaps, Oyetola reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to safeguarding lives and ensuring secure water transport. Describing the recurring fatalities as unacceptable and preventable, the minister emphasized the need for strict policy enforcement, collaboration with stakeholders, and a shift in public behavior, particularly in the consistent use of the life jackets, which he said must become non-negotiable. He also disclosed plans to phase out unsafe, dilapidated boats commonly linked to fatal accidents, replacing them with safer, regulation-compliant vessels as part of a broader maritime safety overall. And moving on to other news, in a significant diplomatic show of support, the United Republic of Tanzania has formally endorsed Nigeria's candidacy for election into Category C of the International Maritime Organization IMO Council. The endorsement was made during a court TV Nigeria, His Excellency Celestine Gevas Kalili, to the Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, His Excellency Adegboyega Oyetola, CON, in Abuja on Wednesday. High Commissioner Kakele described Nigeria and Tanzania as natural partners with aligned goals for maritime growth, emphasizing that Tanzania's support from both and a shared vision for amplifying Africa's voice in global maritime affairs. He reaffirmed Tanzania's commitment to enhancing maritime cooperation with Nigeria and announced plans to send a delegation of Tanzanian maritime experts to Nigeria in the coming months. Minister will express appreciation will not only advance national interests but also strengthen Africa's representation in shaping international maritime policies. Finally, in the news, China's Ministry of Transport has announced that the country's port handled a total cargo output of 8.9 billion tons in the first half of 12. Foreign trade output rose by 1.8% compared to the same period in 2024. Container also saw robust growth, reaching 170 million 20 food equivalent units, TEU, a on-year increase. And the overall growth occurred despite the impacts of rising U.S. import tariffs, 145%. The heightened tariffs contributed in the South Asian nations, and the European Union (EU) helped cushion the effect. Listening over to
Nigerian shippers cancel day to serve you well. No matter the problem, we go solve them for you.
Yes, so the Nigerian Shippers Council, they feel in a parole now for every level. And as soon as goods, they move from Port A, go enter Port B with a measure within on a needle. For the Nigerian Shippers Council, so we don't shop proper to fit hear you wella, work with you wella, and help you fit serve your customers them better, no matter where them day. As we country port economic regulator, the Nigerian Shippers Council get every now to fit make government consider the problem when shippers them they face. Visit we office phone number 4 or to buy your daily show your daily. Papa email us for nsc@shipperscouncil.gov.ng. We website now www.shipperscouncil.gov.ng. Allow us on top 0818-888-8895 or 0703-584-6468. Nigerian Shippers Council with a meet tonight for the port.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. All right, Maritime Today is the program we set for the conversation. And today we're looking at practitioners' operating fees and matters arising for freight forwarding in Nigeria. Why are we doing that? A little over 2 weeks ago, the president of AFLONG did write a letter to the Honorable Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, and in that letter he was really asking some pertinent questions, right? Questions that relates to the sustainability of freight forwarding in Nigeria, and that's why we're bringing the person that actually originated that letter to the program this morning. I'm talking about Otumba Frank Ogunojebite, who is the president of African Association of Professional Freight Forwarders. The Nigeria AFLONG. Let's have you back in studio this morning.
So having me.
All right. So let's just jump on it and do on that particular letter. Precisely did write the minister a letter, just to demand for certain things that would be needed in the industry. So talk to us. What was the idea behind that letter?
Good morning again. You see, the rationale behind the letter was a clarification of what happened in the industry. The practitioner operating fees, of course, was started in 2019.
Okay.
And we were the first parent that took the council to court, because we realized that there was no the proper consultations then with stakeholders
before the kickoff of the fees, right?
Yes. So we don't know what this is for. So we look at the multi-taxations, because we're talking of bringing the cost of consignment cargo to this country down, and that we need to operate on an international best standard.
All right.
So we need a clarification. But who do you talk to? We don't know. So we went to court. But after that, the former chairman of the council, Alhaji Tisani, we had a meeting together. He made them understand the reasons why these fees are there. Prior before them, there is some association which has been consulted. Of course, they said they were against, but then they subscribed to the POF then. So the you understand? So then every day we got to realize that you even know how much is being generated. from this moment to 2009 up to the minister itself. So that's clarification on it. So
all right.
And then she came out to
6 years down the line, you're not sure of how that fund is being disbursed and what it is being used. Is that what you're saying?
No, the length is 5.
Okay. Why not talk to RFFN? That's Oyekachi, right?
Yeah, Igwe.
Yeah. Why not speak with him first and go direct to the minister?
You see, some solutions. And when things body, you want authority to even know. You know, the matter generally in this world is the kind of cabal industry.
Okay.
You understand? There's some macro factor affected the issues.
You would like to know, because that's very how is that going in Nigeria? So to say,
assessment. You must sanitize the industry. Now that the Honorable Minister has tried to reform the port, and he's talking about 30% reduction in the port operations. So we must have people, the technocrats that can come on table and make an input to the. You can see the state of the industry, the economy in Nigeria now, and you cannot overlook the maritime industry, which is one of the catalysts of any country's economy. So in that case, we needed to address all these things together, to be precise.
Okay.
So addressing the people making input like association is very important as well, because we are the stakeholders.
That's right.
And we are the ground router. We deal with the importers, we align with the government, and we collect the money for customs as well, Nigeria customs, where the revenue country comes on. So it's a very sensitive industry, and we need to make sure that there must be reassessment, restructuring up to date. And if you look at the acts as well that establish association and the council, they are from your fact that you form an association, you have an obligations, you have a responsibilities as well. Other easy to you is vice versa.
So let's look at the associations that we have in freight forwarding as it stands today. How many of them? I know there's Aflon, right? We have some others as well, very prominent.
Yes, well, we have different associations in the industry. I think we should have about 7, 8 associations. You know, it's a very big industry.
Okay.
And you should be able to reach to the people operating in the field. So we have so many, but no matter the number of associations, we must subject to the order, which is the council. We must be regulated. So you must have a regulation. You must be just like other professionals that the currents, Nigeria Bar Association, HUJ. You know, you have a body, you have a council as well.
All
so we must people that will umbrella that will regulate us.
Okay.
So we demanded for proactiveness of the council, and the people, the association themselves, we must look at the listing. I think they follow the how that establishes.
Let's talk about the roles that you freight forwarders play in ensuring that the economy is really, really thriving. For those who might not know your roles, explain to Lema this morning the roles that you guys perform.
Well, so I do address myself. If you are importing, you must be able to have somebody to speak to give you the directions that, okay, this is what to do, what cannot do. And if you want to do an exporter as well, what you can export to Asia, you cannot export to Europe. Even in Europe, differ to themselves. And you might not be able to export to America. So you need someone to speak to. So that's the area where we importer exporters.
All right.
Because they regulate the economies because we are there.
All right. The way things are right now, how is it for freight forwarding in the country as it stands now? Are we getting better than before, or are we still as a standstill? I know business at the ports for some years hasn't been as lucrative as it used to be. So how would you describe it now?
Well, first thing is that I will thank the president to have extended Nigeria Customs CG's time. The reason why I say is that we used to...
Yeah, his tenure was extended this week by 1 year.
I will thank the honorable the president for that, and I will congratulate the CG himself, Adewale.
But is that legal?
Well, don't let us go to that person first now.
Okay.
We look at the message, not the messenger at this point.
All right.
What I'm saying is that now Nigeria just migrated for welfare things, which manage the serve of Nigeria Custom to Odogun.
Okay.
Odogun is Nigeria for Nigeria and for Nigeria for Nigeria.
It's a local-based content.
All right. Which we are clamoring for. That the capital flights taken out of this country will be reduced. And don't forget that Afro advocated for the end of welfare thing, because we look at it as an extortion, having a foreign body dominating our industry where we have a competent hands. So in that case, this man has brought the establishment of Odogun. So with the extension of his time, we'll be able to migrate for the impediments affecting the simple running of Odogun to the BEX now.
So it's a good move that the president has made.
And secondly, we are not operating in Ireland in the maritime. That's what World Customs Organization said. This man be the first chairman in Nigeria in the World Customs Organization.
Very true.
So from that person, this man deserves an extension.
Okay.
So he has made a legacy, a landmark on the industry. Of course, we are always, facilities of this business is very paramount. So if you are changing hand, there are going to be break in transmission on transformations. So as I want to talk to you today, we are experiencing positive progress in Nigerian maritime.
So let's talk about the Odogu, that particular platform which is supposed to simplify trade and make things better through the customs operating system. So talk to me, from what you guys have seen as freight forwarders, is it very, very accessible?
Yes, of course, there's going to be some issues, but we can do more better. It's accessible. Even remember during this time of welfare, 1-2 weeks, we don't get a server. But since the Odogun has started, it has never gotten to that. It's going to be an endurance. And we're enjoying it. So I want to tell you something. It's a good development.
All right. So very recently, there was one of them complaining. It appears the system, the local-based solution for trade facilitation, the Odogun you mentioned, hasn't been properly, let me say, introduced to the minister, and there appears to be some break in terms of communication there. So what do you think?
Is the room does not build in a day. Google will take time before it can. It's been working. It's just like the service provider MTN. So sometimes you don't get service on your phone.
Right.
But I'm not sure they keep improving. So to be honest with you, I'm amazed with the way this thing started working, and it's working far. To be honest, of course, there are some little issues on this.
All right, then Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. If you're wondering who's speaking with me on the program this morning, the president of AFLONG, and we're looking at practitioners' operating fees and matters arising. We're going to take a short break right now. When we return, the issue of free on board is rearing its head again. Let's find out, would that be additional pressures for businesses, especially for freight forwarders who are the middlemen of the industry. So we'll find out from Otumba as well. He will give us that. And then the issue of multiple taxation. How is that impacting on freight forwarding in Nigeria? All that and much more will still be part of the menu, plus your own contribution as well. That will be on 0999 538
The Nigerian Shippers Council is now better poised with responsive systems in place to help you and other shippers get seamless, stress-free transition for your clients' goods from point A to B. Today at the Nigerian Shippers Council, timeliness, orderliness, transparency and efficiency is all we care about. Put your complaint through to our helpline 0818-888-8895. Visit us at number 4 Ayodele Shoyode Lane, Apapa, Lagos. Or reach us on www.shipperscouncil.gov.ng.
Nigerian Shippers Council, we meet you at the point of your need.
Nigerian Shippers Council, we meet you at the port of your needs.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. This is my time today, and I still have with me in the studios Otumba Frank Ogunjemite, who is president of AFLONG, all right? African Association of Professional Freight Forwarding and Logistics Operators in Nigeria. All right, flash update coming in from the control room says there's a report of a broken down, loaded 40-feet container laden truck having what they call a Boris problem. This is at the Express inwards Trevor along the Creek Road. Take note of that. The owner is really working on it and is trying to get the mechanic to fix the problem, while we still have traffic managers on ground managing the situation. Not really affecting vehicular movement at the moment, so just take note of that. Motorists should be cautious on that particular corridor. That's the latest report coming in from the control room. All right. If you want to join the conversation, by the way, feel free. 091-5387-7127. Yes, 091-5387-7127. All right. There's been talk of multiple taxation, within the industry. And earlier in the year, we had the issue of free on board, which is a tax, which most of you freight forwarders kicked against. It was suspended. But now the National Assembly is really talking about reforms when it customs, and they are urging that that particular tax should be, implemented right away. So what's your take on that, Otumba Frank?
Thank you. You see, one thing I want to say is that, to be honest, the government, the people import tax is placed with the present CG of customs.
Okay.
Because the 4% FOB is an act.
It's already under the Customs Act of 2023, right?
Yes. Which it has to be paid.
So there's no going back on it?
Yes, because it's an act. But when you look at the distribution of things in the industry, he used his initiative. How do I question this? And so in us, okay, we had a stakeholders meeting where that it necessary
comprehensive and it's a fee. It's like a 1% fee. It's a fee. It's like a 1% fee. That's right. That has been on, but like what you have said now, what the CG is trying to do is to ensure that that is suspended so that FOB will be fully implemented. Is that it?
Yes, and surcharge.
And surcharge as well. All right. So you're talking about the new policy on vehicle importation.
Yes.
Talk to me. What's that policy from customs?
So the policy is that the 846 has been suspended. And what that means that the costs of the duty to be paid in your vehicle will go up.
It will be
Will go up.
increased.
Yes, will increase. You know, we do have we have compromise value, we have 846, and all this to make ease of doing business in this country. Now that all these things issue, because we have so many issues, I just told you about the targets being given to customs.
Right.
How do we have these targets? You understand? So we have to look at how the revenue will come out from both import and export. Hence, this has to be addressed. Of course, there is a consultation ongoing on this. We are expecting the feedback. You understand? If you look at the circular being signed by the ACG, Caro Igwe, so you see, people wondering. So since over 10 days now, we will not be able to work because this is going to be too expensive. So this meeting we have to appeal to the minister, to the president on this issue as well.
All right. Okay, we'll still talk about that. But messages are coming in here from you. 09153-877127. Otumba Frank Ogu Jemite is our guest. He's the president of AFLONG, and we're looking at some matters arising in the freight forwarding sector of Nigeria. This one says, good morning, Otumba. Please, do I have to be certified by CRFFN before being allowed to clear goods, whether or not I pay POF? Thanks. If I is sending that one in, is that correct? Does it have to be certified?
Well, if you want to do this work, you have to be satisfied.
Okay.
Because you know the freight forwarding is a course in a university in an overseas country as well. So that's where the body is there to give trainings to the practitioner, to the new people and everything. But education is basic things as well to move on. So it needs to be certified and to have a RFF number.
All right. This one says, good morning, Victor. Some freight forwarders say POF doesn't exist in the CRFFN Act of 2007. Is it legal for them to collect it from agents or customers?
Yeah. That's where there's agitations. And that's why we went to court to see it as an injustice. And I said after consultation that that's important, there's a need for the POF to be collected.
Okay.
Because that's why the person that will be satisfied will be trained.
Yeah, but if it's not in the act, why are they going ahead to collect it?
Yes, but say I hear such a were they in the heart before we are paying.
Okay, so that's another thing.
So that's another thing. So it's not in the act. You don't forget, crime is always above the law. So now it could be included in acts.
Right.
But the purpose of the collection is what is matters.
All right.
And that's why we demanded for accountability.
Accountability as well. All right. This one says, good morning, Victor and Otumba. CRFFN says POF collection is nationwide, but the Lagos High Court ruled it illegal for custom agents. Can you shed some clarity on this? Alaji Bello is sending this one in from our papa. Okay, I think you were hinting on that earlier on, right?
Yes, I hinted on. Of course, I said that we were the first one that went to court before we see the reality for the collection of the POF. You understand? And the purpose for what the POF will be used for, I think, is what we should be addressed at this point, because what the council need to exist. How do they need? Because the government has given us subventions. Government spent billions of naira to make sure that this council works. So now they're going to realize that, as a council, you need to be on your own, and our members, the practitioners, forwarders, they needed to be trained. How do you get money? How do we regulate it? That's the purpose of that collections.
All right. 09153877127. Gradually winding to the end of the program. You can still put your questions across. This one says, happy weekend, sir. If I handle only wet cargo, like liquid bulk, is POF still paid per ton, or is there a waiver? Bakari, sending this one in. Bakari, it appears this guy is in the sector as well.
Well, there's no waiver.
There's no waiver?
There's no waiver. You have to pay. It is for all cargoes. No matter cargo is cargo. Either corrosive, not corrosive cargo, you have to pay.
Okay, so that's the way it is.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Let's begin to take this to the end of the program this morning. So, for freight forwarding, what's the future? What's the future looking like? I mean, you said it now that the customs is doing a whole lot of reforms. CRFFN, I mean, what are they doing in terms of regulation? Are they in the right stead? And what should we be looking into as we delve into the future?
Well, kudos to the Honorable Minister of Law and Marine Economy, because he has really supported the council. And I realize the present registrar of the council is a young man, he's very proactive. He has stand himself now to see he can make a change. Because without making a change, there cannot be a change. Okay. So he has stand out that what you need to do is to unite industry, is to relate with all the stakeholders, so we can be able to achieve and stand very well.
And are you guys working together right now?
Yes, of course. Without unity, there cannot be progress and peace.
Okay.
So that have to.
That includes ANALCA, all these license agents, other bodies. You guys are working together?
Precisely, because we're doing the same job, we must have the same visions.
Right.
And don't forget that this job or the industry does not limited to Nigeria. It's international business. And we have to work on the standard, international big standard.
In terms of foreign players who are also part of the industry, how far are we going in that regard? Are you guys taking dominance of that sector right now? Because I know there are foreign players there too.
Of course, there is foreign players there. But me, I always want people to establish the fact, because assuming that a Chinese man or European man live in Nigeria, have a residency, even be the national of this country. So if you look at it, you don't know his status. So we have to be sure of the status of the people we are referring to as a foreign players.
Okay.
So, but there must be. It's an international business.
All right, so there must be a level playing field, so to say.
That's how I want to.
Okay, we'll leave it at that for now. Otumba Frank, it's always a thing of joy to have you in the studios. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
You're welcome.
All right, so practitioners operating fees and matters rising for freight forwarding in Nigeria is our focus. And I can tell you, Otumba Frank Ogunjemite has taken us on an excursion through freight forwarding this morning. He's the president, African Association of Professional Freight Forwarders and Logistics in Nigeria, AFLONG. We have to go. The program has been produced by Mike James, and I say a big thank you as well to Dayo Anthony, who has been working tirelessly behind the scene for this program to really come on stream this morning. All right, then, I also want to appreciate others in the studios this morning. Esther Allo, Elizabeth Edema, and Obok Naomi. I say a big thank you to you. Okwemi Shodinke and Remi Aloko, they are of our social media unit, and our executive producer is Tayo Akonle. Maximum appreciations going now to Rebecca Adamo, Assistant Director of Public Relations for the Nigerian Shippers Council. You can connect with the Shippers Council on all their platforms at NG Shippers. My name is Victor Terry. Have a splendid weekend. Bye.
Nigerian Shippers Council, they to serve you well. No matter the problem, we go solve them for you.
Yes, so the Nigerian Shippers Council, they feel in a parole now for every level. And as soon as goods, they move from port A, go enter port B with a measure within on a needle. For the Nigerian Shippers Council, we don't sharp proper to fit hear you wella, work with you wella, and help you fit serve your customers them better, no matter where them day. As we country port economic regulator, the Nigerian Shippers Council get every now to fit make government consider the problem when shippers them they face. Visit we office for number 4 or to buy your daily show your daily. Papa, email us for nsc@shipperscouncil.gov.ng. We website now www.shipperscouncil.gov.ng. Allow us on top 0818-888-8895 or 0703-584-6468. Nigerian Shippers Council with a meeting for the port of Nanir.
My people, I dey on top Lagos Road from Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM to go ask the people how them sabi how to drive. Make we hear them.
Nobody taught me how to drive, so I'm a mechanical engineer. When my boss told me to go and press that clutch, then press the brake. So from that side, I started driving smooth. Now I'm a private.
Like me, I went to driving school and they trained me for 3 months on how to drive a car perfectly. And they also taught me the rules and regulations for driving a car.
I learned it from people that are driving. When I sit down beside them, the way they were moving the steering, applying brakes, so I observed them. After that, I went to driving school.
I learned how to drive by going to an approved government driving school. I was taught how to drive, including the signs, rules, and regulations.
I'm an engineer, so if my boss is not around, I used to pick up the customer car and drive around the streets.
All right, I learned how to drive through my brother. Yes, I'm perfect now.
Una don hear Lagos people dem o no. Time don reach. Make we go meet one ogbonge person wey sabi better on top the matter, wey be Oga Patrick Adenusi. Make it for yarn us how people dem suppose take learn how to drive.
Anybody wey wan learn how to drive, you suppose go driving school. Wey driver instructor go teach you, because your papa, your mama, your driver, your organizer go teach you the error wey dem also know join the work. It go make driving dey difficult. But if you go driving school, then go teach you about the yellow box, then go teach you how you go enter road safely, then go tell you the person wey get right of way. Make all of us go do the right thing. Go driving school. Make our Lagos for better.
Lagosians, abegi, make sure na confirm driving school you go when the time reach for you to sabi. No go follow shortcut to.
Na Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, they power this message.
Lagos traffic, a challenge we faced, but now we have a solution, a better pace. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, we're here to guide you wherever you may be. 13 years strong, we're moving ahead. T-Radio, I promise to you is spread. Timely, reliable, accurate, dynamic, innovative, objective, we're here to help. With traffic updates effective. Our motorbike reporters on the ground. Live camera updates all around. Waterways, flights, trains, and shipping too. We're here to keep you informed with updates to new. Tune in daily, 96.1 FM. Lagos Traffic Radio, your trusted friend, will guide you through Lagos busy streets with timely updates. Your journey's sweet. 13 years strong, we're moving ahead, moving ahead. T-Radio, I promise to you is spread. Timely, reliable, accurate, dynamic, innovative, objective. We're here to help with traffic updates effective. It's effective. 13 years strong, we're moving ahead. T-Radio, I promise to you is spread. To you is spread. Tune in daily, 96.1 FM. Lagos Traffic Radio, your trusted friend. We'll guide you through Lagos busy streets with timely updates. Your journey's sweet. 13 years strong, we're moving ahead. T-Radio, I promise to you is spread. Timely, reliable, accurate, dynamic, innovative, objective. We're here to help with traffic updates effective. Problem there. Big man know the ball on me. I watch your face. I seen the hope and it dawned on me. Everything could have been lovely, but I'm just another guy. I'm just another guy. Obsessed to my moral. just a change in my energy. Praying I never go down. If I step on toes, my apologies. Everything could have been lovely, but I'm just another guy, just another guy. If I could, you wouldn't tell me to sacrifice it all. But I'm just another guy, just another guy. If I could, you wouldn't tell me to sacrifice it all. But I'm just another guy, just another money I want. Give me day one, get your crypto, dollar city safer. Call me, let's talk, and I'll go see you later. Lucky champion, then no bring down with them now, I'm in the final boss. 1,000 bullets to my body. Situation, but when the money long, you know fit to take time with the party day long. Obsessed to my boron, concerned with my levels. There's a change in my energy. Praying I never go down. It would have been lovely, but I'm just another guy, just another guy. If I could, you wouldn't tell me to sacrifice it all. But I'm just another guy, just another guy. If I could, you wouldn't tell me to sacrifice it all. But I'm just another guy, just another guy. If I could, you wouldn't tell me to sacrifice it all. I'm just another guy, just another guy. If I could, you wouldn't tell me to sacrifice it all. But I'm just another guy, just another guy. Praying I never go down. If I step on toes, my apologies. Everything would have been lovely, but I'm just another guy, just another guy. I'm just another guy, just another guy.
She's taking time making up the reasons to justify all the hurt inside. Guess she knows from the smiles and the look in their eyes. Everyone's got a theory about the bitter one. They're saying, Mom never loved her much, and Daddy never keeps in touch. That's why she shies away from human. Gotta take it for a world where we belong. So would you be my baby? If love was red reason and crimes that we never defined, she's saying love is like a barren place, and reaching out for human faith is it's like a journey I just don't have a map for. So baby, gonna take a dive and push shift to overdrive and send a signal that she's hanging all the hopes on the stars. What a pleasant dream. Just saying, I will fly you to the moon and back if you'll be my baby. Gotta take it for a world where we belong. So would you be my baby? Mama never loved her much, and Daddy never keeps in touch. That's why she shies away from human affection. But somewhere in a private place, she packs a bag for outer space, and now she's waiting for the right kind of pilot to come. And she'll say to him, just saying, I will fly you to the
hours? Would you like to navigate through the rush hour with ease? Let us get you to your destination with the latest traffic update, well spiced up with some great music. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Traffic news round the clock.
This message is brought to you by Mike Frost and Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM.
Obey the rules and regulations of the road for your own safety. Know the drive like say you get extra life for house. If you go, you don't go be that. The people know for see you again be that. Why you dey follow away when you day on call and you know say you don't drink beer before? Save your life, take 'em easy. Obey traffic laws. No